Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Brother Marines, Brother Marines, Brother Marah, we are back again, testing the stream. I, Slathe the Space Marine, have returned to you at the turn of the tide, and I really hope that things will be working. But to know if it will be, we're going to have to do some testing. Some testing. Wait, why is... I've ruined the game cam. I've ruined it. This was the game cam. It was meant to be down here. It's meant to be down here. That's probably way too big, isn't it? That's too much me. Right? I don't think anyone can handle a big me. So we'll just shrink me down a little bit. Bring me more down to, like, standard size. Okay. I'm going to keep the stream tab open, so that way I can see everything. And if I'm not going to keep Streamlabs tabs open, I'm just going to keep the YouTube tab open, so I can see immediately if we have any problems. And if we have any problems like that, if we start having problems, I will just shut down the stream. Because why wouldn't we? So if it conks out, we'll just turn it off, and that means there'll be no fallout later, and who knows what it'll be like later this week. Right? Just keeping it real. Just trying to keep it real. So let's see, we need to get black or red. Let's go to ranked standard. I was playing this last night to the point of, like, wanting to cry and tear my hair out, because the player base in this, even though I'm in, like, I would want to say probably a really low rank, the player base in this is absolutely ridiculous. Is this from, like, the Willow movie? And it's running into a lot of the exact same combos, and some of these are just cruel. I saw one the other night that was ley lines, where they had a mitt full of different ley lines, so that way when they could play a creature that cost a fucking million for free, because they had every single color of everything. So we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, well, I'm sorry. This is out of my control. It's internet service provider issues. Yep, we'll take the hit. And then I'm gonna lightning strike them. Try to bring them down to as low health as possible. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're playing with gas. Let's get this guy in. There we go. Now, next turn, if this keeps going our way, we can get either a Goblin King out, or we could get an Impact Tremors. Either would be pretty useful. Let's just once again hope. I'm gonna need to check the sound, make sure sound's alright. Okay. Sound is all good. Okay, then. Activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated. So that means that, yeah, the max speed one. And, okay. It's kind of different. Dropkick Bomber. So we'll get a Goblin King out. We'll play a Mountain. We'll create a Goblin. Want to block one of those? Okay, so I can't use my mana ability when I get it. That'll be fine. That's fine. As long as I don't use activated abilities, this will be okay. Can I get... Destroy target non-basic... What was it? Okay, it keeps, like, bringing up the... like, the... start bar. Okay, I'm gonna go with that, so you take a damage. Then I'm gonna go with this, so my goblins get another +1/+1. It's like another Goblin King. Create a goblin, take a damage. And then... Is that a bird with 5 heads or 5 birds on the right? Oh, that's a goose with 5 heads. So I've done everything I possibly can do to try to fix the internet. I changed the Ethernet cord. I have reset the router, the modem. I've removed and reattached and changed and tried with and without the coaxial. I've reached out to the internet service provider. I've done everything I possibly can. So if things conk out, I'll either see it because I'm watching the stream right now, or let me know if I don't see it, and then we'll just shut her down. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with Reckless Lackey. And a Fanatical Firebrand. With a Financial Firebrand. There we go. Hit you for 2, bo-bo! Hey, Jen, welcome in. So I have done everything I possibly can do to try to fix the internet. We'll see what happens. Okay, so he gets that. It gets haste. It does damage to a creature. Momo gets 1/1/1. Okay, attack for 4. Alright. Exile it, and you may cast it later. Okay, well, I will play a Goblin King. And attack for 2. Okay, why does it keep pulling up the start menu? Can I make it not do that? You missed Fear? Oh yeah, Fear. Broke everything. More Goblin Kings. More dragons. Alright, he's gonna play his dragon. His haste dragon. Okay, deals damage. Deal damage. Okay, Momo gets +1/+1. 9, 11. Is that gonna be enough damage? Attack with everything. Exile top cards where X is it and 4 greater. You may play those cards. He's got 1 mana. Does he have... What the fuck? Like Windows 98 fucking lands. Oh, okay. I didn't read the full thing. So yeah, this is on ranked, by the way, so you can see that here's... Wait, where am I? I gotta wait for the delay now. My rank and their rank. I'm in silver rank now, or something. This is terrible. Let me mulligan. This is better. This is better, but still not great. We gave it... Didn't run... Yeah, it didn't run. We're not playing it. Sorry, Davey. You know what? Maybe my gut feeling telling me I shouldn't play this game for all this time was right. Right, Davey? When I kept saying, nah, we'll do something better. Clearly, fear didn't quite live up to the hype, did it? I feel like I need to quit the game or something, because every time I go to the bottom, it's pulling up the, like, the start bar, like the task bar. Yes, I am very tired. I am very tired, Davey. I have lived a very long life. And I've seen a lot of things. You just need a patch download? No. I need a lot more things than a patch download. A quickie, a handy. Right? Big spoon, little spoon. I need it all. I don't want just one position. I want all positions. Okay, take a damage. Take another okay, now take another damage for me making another goblin, and attack. So far this seems like it's running, right? We've been going for 12 minutes. Just because this is driving me nuts. Alright, 12, I'm gonna pull up Streamlabs. Wow, everything's all fucked for some reason. I'm gonna pull up Streamlabs. And, you know, tell me if things go sour. Activated abilities. You know what? I am going to get rid of this. Fuck, I really think I need to restart the game. I don't know what the problem was with the start bar. There is something going on there with the start bar. Like, you can't see it because it's just showing the game. But when I bring my mouse down to here, it brings up the date and the menu and stuff. Alright, do we rank up? Rank up! We're now, what? We're silver tier 3! Wow, look at us. We're playing in competitive gameplay. Where the people who play this where I experienced this the other night. The people who play this are really, 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 holy shit. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. There's a lot going on here with whatever's going on here. Okay, is this gonna work this time and not be weird? You're only bronze rank at the moment? Oh, Jen. Don't worry. You're everyone's silver medal. Just sitting there like, wow, silver. Wait, that's second place. Wait. See, I'll take Okay, now, just going off the presumption that both of these people are at least 18 years of age or older, I'll take Zendaya on the left and Greta Thunberg on the right, and every time I stick it in Greta's ass, she goes, "How dare you?" Right? How about that? How about that? You know, this is good. I can still attack with this creature. I know what this deck's going to be. I can already tell you. This deck's going to be about... It's going to have this artifact that looks like an upside-down pyramid. It's going to be about discarding cards and drawing cards. And every time you discard a card, you get to draw a card or create a token. And then it's going to be about this one creature that you play... and then it searches your deck for your graveyard for a creature, and it becomes that creature, and it forces your opponent to sacrifice all of their creatures. Watch, it's gonna have this green elf that goes search your deck for any creature you want. They're gonna search for this black and blue. They need one more mana, right? They need one more mana to pull this off. And this is how this is gonna work. This is I've seen this deck fucking 10 times last night. Watch. Watch. Then, on their next turn, they're gonna play this green elf. On the next turn, they're gonna play this green elf thing that searches their deck for anything they want. And then it's gonna be this black and blue 4-costing legendary card with this guy with like a fucking eye patch or something stupid. Right? Like, I don't even care. I've lost. I've already lost. I've already lost. Good game. Good game. Your go. Good game. Your go. Good game. Go ahead. Go ahead. I've seen this so many times. And it's absolute fucking bullshit. Every time. Okay, I'll play this. So then I can play Adaptive Automaton for goblins. And either... Okay, they might have a burn... Because are they black? They're right now. They're red and blue, but they could be black, blue, and green, and red, and all these things. Because they already have whenever you discard a card, right here. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you draw a card, and then this other one here was they do the same thing on Marvel Snap. They go on websites and copy the... Yeah, no, I know. I know they do. And I'm playing with something that's not copied and pasted from like the top lists or whatever. So like I'm really fighting uphill here. So like just to make it clear, when people like I'm going to get my ass kicked over and fucking over again in this. I am going, like, this is gonna I'm going to get my ass fucking handed to me in this game. And you know what I want to point out here? So I want to hear no fucking whinging about me beating you. Because if I am struggling to play in, like, a low ranking thing, and if you're losing to me, and if I suck, well, that's not my problem. Okay, back to the game. So I already want this to end, just because I know that whatever this is going to be way too powerful. I've run into like clones of decks, and they were like the exact same thing, and some of these were like you win by turn 3, like I'll play this, and I will attack with my goblins. Hey, Michael. You know, now I kind of want to start a British bowling team called the Whinging Mingers. People would mispronounce it all the time, calling them the Whinging Mingers, right? Which also would be, I'm pretty sure, like, not... It would be not positive to be called a Minger. But it would be the Whinging Mingers. That's my British bowling team. The Whinging Minges. The Whinging Mingers. You know what? I can't even decide. It's all so good. Alright, it's creating otters. Well, this is trouble. Wait, they quit? What do you mean you just put out your fucking Giga machine? You can like, and you quit? Fuck you can. Fucking fuck you can. No, wait. That's that would be a fuck doken. A fuck you can would be that, right? Fuck you can. Chance the Lifter? Wait, is this Chance? Is this Chase the security guy? It's Chance the security guy. It's his alter ego. He plays magic in between taking roids and... Is the best Whinging Minger? No, the team would be all of you. I will go second. I will keep this hand. You may go. Your move, Yugi boy. He's got the Whinging Minger. Alright, we will start with the same thing. You have your creature, I've got mine. What do you got? You got 2 mana, motherfucker. You gonna blast me? You gonna blast me right in the face? Yeah, I played Fear. I quit because it was just too scary, though. Davey's right. It was just too frightening. Let's get rid of your guy. And you could have a fireball, so I'm going to pause on the attacks and pass my turn. Fear's too hard for Americans? Yeah, that's what it is. Now, I didn't realize that Java was such a nationalist like that. Java being a nationalist does make me kind of worry about his, you know, his aspirations for world domination. Being a Welsh nationalist. I mean, it's not easy in today's day and age, right? You know, everyone's calling you all sorts of things, right? And you'd know, because he has all these pictures of nationalists doing their salutes and wearing their trench coats. So you would know that a nationalist like Java, who finds, you know, the nation to be very important and has to come before truth, empirical truth, personal truth, literal and philosophical truth. And if you don't understand that, then you don't deserve to wear that Hugo Boss uniform. Okay, so he gets to draw. He gets to put a card in his hand. He gets +1/+1. Okay, he's got his granny. He's got Gran. Oh man, he got rid of my goblin guy that makes goblin guys. What an asshole. Now I've got to lose my goblin to his fucking ferret. Otter or whatever. Let's destroy Gran again. And then attack. You're gonna send you the new health ambassador, and he's failed Wales. Ambassador, you have failed the Welsh. Herstlichli blum duvlum flogin, because they're like weird German, like tribal, like gnome shire folk or whatever. The Welsh folk. So is everything working? Because, like, if the stream starts dying again, I don't want to do Fallout later. We already have to deal with loading screens, so we also have to deal with the rest of it. All's good. This guy's really waiting for his turn to end. Are you done? Hey, Chance the fucking grifter there, or whatever. Calling the Welsh German? Yeah, well, they are German. They're weird Germanic island tribal people. All of the island tribals are like that. Wales history. While we're waiting for this guy, this is a Welsh health ambassador, Athka Ahmed. It's hardly surprising why we have no faith in Welsh politics. Wow. Because she's a woman. Okay, it's doing that thing again. Motherfucker. Like, why is it doing that? Did he walk away and quit? I think this guy walked away. Let's turn off the trans TVs that are white, blue, and magenta. White, cyan, and magenta. Seriously, look. They're white, they're blue, and they're magenta. They're like cyan, magenta, and white. They are the trans TVs. That's what the T is for in TV. Transvestite. I will attack. I will do 1 damage to this guy. I will play Krenko. Your move, Yugi. He's slow. This guy gets a gold sticker. Oh, you know what? I can probably use this time to show off some stuff that I got while we're waiting on Guy here. Because Guy's being a fucking guy. So, I had a visit from Mama Slathe earlier today, where there was some stuff dropped off. One of them is whatever the fuck this thing is. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a speakers, like an alien, and it's probably meant to plug into something. But I have no idea what the fuck this is. It's got batteries on the bottom. I have no idea what this is. It's an iPals. I have no idea what the fuck this thing is, but I was given this. Isn't this wonderful? Right? Then I was also given this, which this is from Papa Slathe. From before Papa Slathe left in like the 90s and just walked away, and he looked down at me and he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Slathe, it's not your fault." And then he turned around and he drove away. And then awkwardly, he came back like 10 minutes later because he forgot some stuff. But then he left. And anyway. So, in here, these are a bunch of really, really little figures. These are really old. And I'm pretty sure that these are Napoleonic soldiers of some type. So I have no idea what we're going to do with these, but I've got Napoleonic soldiers now of some type that are in probably really poor condition because they've been probably neglected for a long time. So there we go. We've got Napoleonic soldiers. Beyond that, we've got some books here. What do we have here? We've got a Maclean's magazine from... There's something about Sherry, Tony Blair's very odd wife. Is that true? Is this true? Is there something about Sherry? I have no idea when this is from. What's the date in this? May 15th to 22nd, 2006. From 2006. Wow, look at that. Canadian snipers in Afghanistan recorded the longest kills in military history. The US gave them medals. Canada hung them out to dry. Army stuff. Wow. That tag. That's just like Papa Slathe did. And then what do we have here? We have a White Dwarf magazine from August 2005. It has Warhammer on it, and it has Lord of the Rings on the back. And then what do we have in between? We got how to paint elves, we got some Warhammer rules, we got some lizard people, I think, some rat people, lots of rat people. We just keep going. There's a battle, there's a crew. We got some Golden Demon, bruv, here. We got Golden Demon. Right? And then we've got all creatures great and small. Tyranids versus orcs, I think. And we got Return to Macragge, August 2005. Let me get a gooder angle of this. Look at this. We got, whoa. We got Return to Macragge. We got how to make Tyranid terrain right there. We got some Tyranid stuff. Tyranids, very nice. What do we got? Oh, I just skipped past it. Whoa, the one ring to rule them all. What do we have here? Let's skip back. Oh, we got how to make some Lord of the Rings terrain. There we go. That's all very nice and useful. Let's just toss this away. And then, oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got Popular Science. Look at that. Popular Science. Look at that. Ooh, that's hitting that cyclist. Wow. Look at that. That's some stuff. And then, what do we have here? Titan Legion's play sheet. Wow, like that is pretty impressive stuff, don't you think? Right, and then, what do we have here? We have the paper sleeve to a copy of Star Wars Battlefront. But it's so cheap, this is put on, like, cheap printer paper, and what's this? Why is there, like, am I meant to cut that out and, like, glue it onto a CD or something? What is that? Is that meant to go behind? Okay. We've got Epic 40,000. Massive armies clash in the 41st millennium. Very nice. Very old piece of paper there. We've got Modern Military Model Magazine, MMMMMMM. Look at that. It's got lots of model stuff in here. Maybe there could be some stuff that's useful, right? Ooh, we could learn how to do some, barbed wire. We've got White Dwarf Magazine from November 2004. Where, oh, okay, I mean, I've got to work this out somehow. I think this will work. What do we have here? So we got some Warhammer Fantasy. We've got how to make banners. How to make your own banners. We've got the map. We've got a map of Warhammer. We've got some more Golden Demon, bruv. We got when Dreadnoughts were Dreadnoughts. We got Space Marines. We've got Tyranids versus Space Marines. We've got creating your own Space Marine chapter. And, like, different kind of guides and guidelines on how to go about that. What do we have here? We got more stuff. Making your own chapter. Look at this. Look at all of these, your own chapters that are totally not just like, you know, regular chapters. Space Marines, very cool. You know, we could look over some of that maybe. And then what do we have here? Here's the piece de resistance. Here is, you always save the best for last. Warhammer 40,000 Dark Millennium. I honestly don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Can somebody help me? What is this? What is Warhammer 40,000 Dark Millennium? Does anybody know what this is? Could somebody in the chat just quickly tell me, what is this? Is this like a supplement? Dark Millennium. The Dark Millennium supplement contains rules, vehicle, data cards, and psychic power cards which enable you to fight with the complete resources of your chosen force in Warhammer 40,000 game. This rulebook explains how the full psychic rules work and include expanded and more detailed rules section on vehicles, victory points, and notes on using the new strategy card system included in this box. Some of the cards in Dark Millennium will already be familiar. Okay, so this is a supplement expansion to second edition. It was a PC game? No, this is like Warhammer figures. This has like rules and everything. Demons, strategy cards, Grey Knight Terminators. Look at that. Some Grey Knight Terminators. Wow. Mastery level 1, 350 points. Mastery level 4, 425. A squad of Grey Knights consists of 5 Grey Knights. They have Nemesis Force weapons. See War Gear cards. Movement 4, Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 5, Strength and Toughness 4, 1 Wound, 5 Initiative, 1 Attack, 9 Leadership. Though the Grey Knights do have librarians like other Space Marine chapters, they are unusual because all the Terminators of the first company possess a varying degree of psychic ability. So this has got to be a second edition supplement. So this has got to be, it's a supplement to second edition 40k. Because can I find a date or a year on this? Sustained Fire Dice, copyright 1993. Copyright Games Workshop 1994. 1994, so this has got to be Warhammer 2nd Edition supplement Dark Imperium. And there on the front we have featured a Space Marine hero. So at that time, Space Marine heroes had white armor like this. Just because there's Dark Angels and he has white armor, this isn't necessarily meaning he's Deathwing. Space Marine heroes had this white armor look, and they sometimes didn't even have backpacks. This guy does. Look at that face. Okay, right, hold on, let's hold this still for a second. That right there is the face of you've been holding on to this shit for the last several hours, but you've really got to fight some more orcs. Right? Like, that's like, oh man. Like, his lips are gone and they're replaced with just teeth because he's just, like, really holding in that, like, gopher hole. Alright. So those are all the prizes that we won earlier today. Those are all the big prizes that I got from old Mama Slathe. Real wonderful. So I need what? Well, I've done all the... How much experience do I need? 25? Alright, so if I can get one more win, I can get another pack. So we'll do standard... Wait, not brawl. Ranked, standard, best of one, goblin purity. Alright, so it's been 40 minutes. Has there been any hiccups or problems with the stream, with the with buffering, with like it being slow, glitchy, weird? Has there been anything at all? Has there been anything at all? It's okay. I have to just keep asking this just because shit, like I don't know, I complained. I've already reached out, I've already complained. I already, you know, did all the things. You know, if it wasn't gonna work, that's not good. So what did I need to do? I need to cast one more spell? No, I need to get one more win. Alright, well, I'm going to destroy these anime elves. Fuck that. No anime elves. Get that shit out of here. Fucking weeb. Get your fucking anime out of here. But Slathe, didn't you play Dragon Ball Z? Get your anime out of here! Let's get rid of this guy. There we go. Let's attack. Let's get a goblin. Next turn, if I can get one of these... If I can get one of these in, then I can get up to, like... I can get 2 more goblins, maybe. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, copy it. Whenever you... Oh, cast a creature spell with mana equal to its power, copy that spell. Yikes. That is bad for me. Okay, why does it keep pulling up the thing? I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Yeah, and it's not anime. Doesn't count. King Purple Helmet. Lord Bellend. Okay, so he's lost his creatures. I'm now going to play this guy. So I will end up creating 2 more goblins. For every goblin you take down, another one replaces it. More goblins? Yes. I have kind of 2 or 3 running goblin decks right now. Are you gonna block it? Or are you gonna keep your guy? Next to damage. You've got a spell? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna, like, raise his defense by 2 or something? Put... Equals 3. Put 3 1/1 counters on a creature you control. Ooh. Unless... Then put a counter to target spell. Unless its controller pays mana. Okay. If I give him flying, will that make it so he's not able to block it? Alright. There we go. We've got goblins now. We're going up in rank. Or this is ranked play. I'm silver now. Silver something. I'm the Silver Shroud. Now, once again, I'm just, like, checking the stream, seeing sure everything... Yeah, it's like it's all live. It's all... No problems. Everything's fine. Do the voice? What? Do what voice? Do the Silver Shroud voice? Evil lurks with every draw of a card, but with every draw, the Silver Shroud will be there. Okay, what did I get? Locke. You know, Locke is probably my favorite character in Final Fantasy VI. Locke is definitely a fan favorite character. Is he even good in this? So he's for 3, blue-black, okay. 2/3, Death Touch, Lifelink. When Lock Cold deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Because he's a thief. Well, okay, hold on. He's not... I'm not a thief. I'm a treasure hunter. Quote, Lock Cole. Let's go to the store. Do the voice, Slathe. Oh... What's the daily deal? The daily deal is for garbage. It's for garbage. Okay, let's get some packs. See, I could play, you know, there's the mythic pack, where you pay 300 more gold, and you have a higher chance of getting a mythic. Wonderful. A higher chance of getting a mythic, but... You know, nothing really guaranteed. So. Alright, we got a pack. Let's see what we got. 2 packs. Gambling, yeah. Alright, well, so there we go. We got a rare wild card. I was needing some more rares. Slumbering Walker. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, you may remove a counter. When you do, return target card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that's pretty good. It's just also it's also just really expensive. 5, and then when it comes into play, it's a 2/5. Alright, what do we got? What do we get? Spiral into Solitude. I thought this was supposed to be escapism from your life. Enchant creature, can't attack or block. Blight 1, sacrifice this aura, exile enchanted creature. Another one of these. Okay. And Changeling has its own little image. Sig, Wanderwine Wisdom. Merfolk Wizard. Can't be blocked. When this enters or transforms, target creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card until end of turn. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 white if you do transform him. When this creature transforms into Sig, target creature you control gains protection from each color until end of turn. Okay. It's some weird fucking merfolk shit. So what am I... I've got a rare and a mythic. Because there was something I was after. I remember there was something that I was after. I believe... It's going to be down here, right? I'm pretty sure it's more of... Okay, so these are mythic. How many mythics do I have? 1. And then the other one. So these are gonna be around for a while. And there's probably gonna be another type of La Noir elves in the future once those go the dodo. So what do I have? So I think I'm probably gonna want to get 2 of these. And then 1 more of these. Come on, guy. And this one. Okay. So what that's going to give me sort of the start, it's a start. This is just the sprout. This is just the seed of this. We're seeding this. It's going to get my seed. All right. We're going to want mana elves. So these are just a staple. If you're playing green, it's a 1 costing spell and it gives you mana. So it turns your turn 2 into being able to cast a lot more or better things. So it's definitely worth it. But then, once I get more of these as well, but then when we have this creature. So just to show off what this one is, this one has when it enters, it turns one of your lands into a creature. And whenever you tap a creature for mana, it adds extra mana. So if I had 2 of these, each one of these guys that adds mana would add 2 extra mana for having both, it would add 1 for each of them. So now suddenly I'm able to cast things very fast, very early. And then it gets a little bit better here. Okay, we'll put Bristly Bill in there. That seems to make sense. Innkeeper's Talent, yep. What I'm looking for is going to cost 3. Oh, look, it's Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. Come on, Java. Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. Manifest Dread. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for, but... Oh, you're typing. He's busy. He's busy. Let's put Tifa in there. Why not? Let's get, all the old favorites, right? So, I'm gonna want... But also the new ones that I just got. Which, of course, are not just showing up. Okay, Mutable Explorer. Dora the Explorer here. And this one is good because it will count as all kind of creature types. But it also, when it comes into play, it creates a land. Like, it generates a land, is what I mean. Like, it's not like searching for a land, it's just creating it. Like, out of the fucking ether. Slime against humanity. Okay. So now I'm looking for Ouroboros. Which now I'm thinking, should I have gotten a 4th Ouroboros instead of getting... I mean, they're both good choices. So let's get this. I've got... Alright, let's get a few of these, because those will be useful. And then... So I'll have drawing cards, and then I need... Oh wait, I've got an idea. Just because I know that there's a thing where this is going together. I know that people are doing it. I don't know if this is it though. But let's try it. I've got some shapeshifters in there. Like maybe I need more of those. So I'm just gonna try this against a bot. And see if I can get this to work. Let's see if I can get the perfectest hand to demonstrate why I got those cards. Well, this is definitely not it.
It's a game, so remember to have fun.
So the Badger Mole Cub, it will turn one of these creatures into a land. But it's still a land, and it's still but it's also a creature. So now it's going to add additional mana. So now, right now I've got 4 mana available to me, even though I've only got 2 lands. Well, I've got 3 lands, never mind. It's a game with assholes, how can it be fun? It can't, that's the thing. That's the trick. There we go. This deck plays itself. Bear in mind, this is just a bot, though, so this is a straw man of what the game's like. A lot of these cards suck. So, that didn't really demo off what I was wanting. Because I was wanting to have, like, the Lawn War Elves ramping into the the smaller creature, right? Like I want this to be perfect, so I can show off exactly what the ramp, like where this is meant to go, what it's meant to do. Sure. So, okay, and I don't get why it's bringing up the taskbar again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to restart the PC or something. Something's busted. And it keeps making it, I keep clicking the taskbar. It doesn't normally do that, and so that's really weird.
Oh.
But that's showing off the use, like, why these are in there. These are in here as a backup to act as a form of, like, just card removal and destruction and things. So right now I've got these both do 2 each. So I've got 5 right now, so I can actually play both of these. Because here's how this works. So this guy adds a mana, right? And this guy creates a creature, or turns a forest into a creature. And whenever a creature taps for mana, it adds additional. So now I've already just gotten access to a fuck ton of mana here, sort of thing. So that's how that's meant to work. So now that I've got all this mana... Okay, that, sure. This card really should be banned, honestly. This card is way too good. This card should be banned. Oh no, the badger mole's gone. Alright. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I just want to get the thing. So now I'm just sitting here just going, well, maybe I'll get that thing eventually. Still didn't get it? Wow. Wonderful. All right, we'll double the counters and then we'll put a counter on that and everything gets doubled. Yeah. Yeah, great. Give me cards. Give me the thing I want. Yay! But by this point, like, it's already, so much has already gone by. See, this right here, this would have made the will make the guy make this next thing cheaper. So this is where this combos together. So Mutable Explorer comes in, creates a token, then I turn the token with 1 mana, so it's either way, it doesn't really matter, and then that makes this cheaper. That's supposed to be the big thing. Well, like I said, this is a straw man. The bots have these really terrible decks. I wanted to just demonstrate this working. This deck escalates. Well, the thing is, like, with recent Magic, it stopped being like, here's like a buff, like here's like a static buff. It started turning into playing with like integers, like playing with powers now. Like now you're like, because here's an example of that. Okay, when a land you control enters, double the amount of 1/1 counters on this. Whenever you put 1/1 counters, I'm not reading this verbatim. Whenever you put 1/1 counters on it, double the amount. Put twice, double the amount. So if I have multiple of these, that's double, 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 double. Oh, okay. Sorry. Double the double, yeah. So now we're playing with like to the power of. And this guy has an ability to double 1/1 counters. Like, hold on. There we go. We'll Earthbend. These are, if I turn them into a creature. It's a creature, but it's not all types. Okay. This guy has an ability to double all the 1/1 counters. So let's just double them all and double them all, because I've got all these creatures that give me mana, and there we go. And then do this, because this one you give it a counter, then it gives everything counters. And so like now this creature is 19,000, right? Like, but obviously this is a straw man of events. Because a game wouldn't really be like this. And, I mean, like, but... I mean, if you allowed it to get to that point... people would have given up by then. But, I mean, I don't know. I use the bot just to, like, demo and to test things. Like the red goblins, but this is the white-red goblins. It's white-red goblins with some rabbits in it. This one's a little bit more complicated. It's got more moving parts. But what it's able to do is pretty interesting. So, I'll just use the straw man dummy. Right? It's like we're shooting at like old beaten up tanks here. Sure, we'll go with this. Why not?
Now let's play.
Keep it simple, stupid. Yep, that applies. I am thinking I might need to restart the computer though. I don't know why it keeps pulling up the Okay, so now impact tremors. Whenever a creature I control comes into play, I do damage. So, we'll play this guy. He comes into play. It does 2 damage, because there's 2 of them. Then it gets the combat phase. He generates a goblin, and that does 2 more damage, right? Just like the other deck. Right? Just like the other deck. Here's where it differs a little bit. Then we've got this, which I will level up. it creates a token, and then whenever I create a token, I get to draw a card once. So now I've got a little bit of card advantage going on, right? Where I'm getting creatures, but I'm also now drawing cards, right? So now, let's have 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. And then another one of these heavies. So play a thing, it'll do 2 damage. It'll create... Oh, I'm at max speed now? Well, we'll wait. It'll create 2 goblins. That'll be 4 more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll draw some cards. Some more damage. Attack. You know... Why shouldn't I? Then you got gotcha moves like this, where you're able to get him with a little bit of gotchaism. Right? Where you're able to supply yourself with some extra things. When you reach full max speed, these guys give mana equal to the amount of goblins you have. So having more goblins in play means you have access to more mana. You're doing that. And so that didn't even demo off everything that deck does. But that gives you... gave you more or less the same idea as the pure red deck. Except for with 1 card. You got to see 1 extra card. Which is now I'm drawing cards every time I'm making tokens. But that's huge, right? Okay, here's the other side of it. Here's the other side of it. So now we'll start with this rabbit. Every time one of my creatures enters, I gain a life. Okay? So we'll do this. We'll attack. We'll play this goblin here. This goblin will come into play. I'll gain a life. It triggers its ability because I attack that turn. I gain another life. Two more life right there. Go to combat, attack with this guy. Do they block? I'll destroy their mana elf as well. I attack, I generate a goblin, I gain a life. Alright, now Krenko comes into play. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Never mind. Krenko doesn't come into play. And I'm not trying to win, I'm just trying to demonstrate this. Put 2/1/1 counters, okay. I'll play this thing, I'll create 2 more goblins. I gain 2 more life. Play another one of these rabbits. Attack with a goblin. Create a goblin, get 2 more life. Create a token, create a copy, draw a card, play a mountain, that's the mountain I needed, attack. Hold on, just wait for it, Lantanek. Wait until I get Krenko out, and then I can demo how this is really good. So I don't even need to block, I can just take the hits, who cares, right? Motherfucker. That. This. There we go. We got Krenko. Gain 2 more life. Attack with this guy. There. Gain 2 more life. No blocks. Now hold. Wait for it. Here it comes. Play the Caretaker's talent, okay? We'll create a token of one of the goblins, right? So now we'll gain some life. We'll draw 2 cards. And then Krenko here creates his ability. Hold on, I'll just have to show you. Tap. Create X goblins equal to the amount of goblins you control. So now we tap this. Attack with that. And then with these, we can level them up all the way and give the tokens all a big buff. So now the tokens are all really, really strong.
Whoa! That's going to leave a mark.
It's going to create 2 more tokens. I'm going to gain some more life. I'm going to draw some more cards. Gain some more life, draw some more cards. It's their turn. I'll activate this. I'll create 23 more. There we go. We'll gain a bunch more life. Oh no, I lost one of those guys. That's a shame. Alright. Then there's other stuff like this one. This enchantment here. So when it comes in, you pick one. I don't know if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability to permanent, it triggers an additional time. I don't know if that's going to work with those guys that create guys. I'm going to try. This is an experiment now. Because I'm curious. I'm curious if that will work. We'll play another Caretaker's talent. Wait. How much mana do I have? And this thing. So now not only do every time I get a creature do I get life, anytime they do a creature I get life. So I'm going to attack with this. I want to see if I'm going to get an additional trigger. No, okay, so this, the Mardu doesn't work with that because it's not that kind of ability. So this is what this one does. This is... And then now I could insta-kill somebody with impact tremors. So like all I would need to do is play impact tremors and then tap the guy and then that's game over for that. So let's just do that. Let's gain a bunch of life. Why not? So this version has this going on. So I don't know if, like, what you think, what you like better or not. But yeah, this is the white-red goblin deck and what it does. Jen, do you want to play this deck? I'll play it gentle, just like this. Oh. I'll play with you like I play with Sparky. There you go, Jen. Oh, Slathe, play magic with me like you play with Sparky. It actually might cap out at a certain point, and it'll stop letting me... It will stop letting me get creatures at a certain point. I'm pretty sure it caps out at 250. All right. Is that deck even playable? Yes. Do you put a goblin next to it? Well, eventually I'm gonna run out, though, of, the game's gonna stop me from being able to make any more tokens. And it's not gonna be like, I don't even think it's gonna count as me even getting them. So eventually this is going to stop. Once I reach 250 tokens, it's going to stop making life or doing anything. So just to give the full demo of it, on this next turn I'll play the Impact Tremors. Oh, how in real life, how would you do this? You'd probably just use, like, yeah, calculator or dice or something. Alright. Well, the game's lagging out because I've got so much shit. We'll play a mountain. I will play both of the Impact Tremors just to finish this off. I can't really play any of the rest of the things. Because that would finish it. If I did. Well, no, I could play this. Well, okay. Well, whatever. So now, with this, every time I play a creature, it does a damage. With these, every time I play a creature,
You're doing great.
I gain a life. With this, every time I make a creature token, I get to draw 1 card per turn per one of these. Every time they make a creature, I gain a life. But as you can see, it didn't make like 200 more goblins. It made like 30, because it caps out at 250. Realistically, a game would never really get to that point. Like here, let's go to a game of Standard. With that deck, I'm pretty sure that's that deck, right? How do you counter that deck? Well, there'd be lots of different ways to counter it. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, planes, and then Authority of Councils. There, now your creatures come into play tapped, and I gain life. And he gave up. Well, I guess he gave up. Surrender. And these aren't ranked. These are just... This is just regular Standard. If I was... I don't think this deck would... I T-posed and asserted dominance. I don't think that this deck would really stand up to the harsher scrutiny of ranked play. Like, it's able to do a lot of things, right? But there's a lot of ways you can stop that. This might work. T-Raz. I am going to pop whatever that is, because you want to have it, and so I don't want you to have it. It's gone. Carries you to Elo Hell. What's this? Oh, he's using Spider-Man cards. I already don't like this. Exile a creep. Okay. Good choice. What's this now? Okay, this is gonna give me a 1/1 goblin that for the turn I get it will have haste and lifelink. So it'll have like life steal. So it'll heal me, and it'll be able to attack right away. Well, now, see, that's gone. So this is demonstrating to you, Lontanek, how easily it's stoppable. Like I was trying to reinforce, playing against the bot is playing against a straw man. I was demonstrating what my deck does, not necessarily like its win rate. And there's all sorts of different types of decks. Different types of abilities, creatures, skills, spells. And sometimes certain ones rock, paper, scissors other ones. There's no definitive, like, one best deck. There might be what in a current meta, there might be one that's just... Oh my god. Okay, yeah, alright, I give up. You've got a 9/9 flying lifelink first strike. Right, like you're gonna gain 9 life every turn. I get it. No, I can't win. So that would be right there showing how like if you just remove the things I'm playing, right? If I'm not allowed to keep the things that I play, then it doesn't work out very well for me. And so, like, there are certain spells that will remove things. This might work. I don't know. Derek, When it attacks, you may pay 2 to create a 2... You get to just create a robot? Okay, he's playing robots. I should be worried. I think I need to restart the PC, though, because, like, going down to the bottom of the screen and it pulling up that's gonna cause problems. Well, that's a lot... Removing things is kind of a lot of things hard counter. I could, like, if you were to give just sort of universal... Like, you know what would stop a lot of those creatures? 1 damage to every creature in play. There's lots of spells that do 1 damage to all creatures in play. That would wipe out all of those goblin tokens, right? Until they get, boosted up. Okay, now I've got some options here. I'll take the block. Does it have trample or something? I'll play that, create a copy of my token. And then I get to draw a card. So now I've got 2 chump blockers at least. Trump blockers. I'm gonna have to go with that. Hopefully I get something on the draw here. Alright, well I probably should have played that first then. I was hoping I would get something on the draw so that I could play to get another creature or something. damage, okay. Create a token, do another damage. I get to draw a card. Am I gonna get to draw something? Well, no, I was not, in fact, able to draw something. So, once again, also to remind people with Magic, RNG matters. If you get the good RNG sort of thing of the shuffle, if they get the good one, if you get good, they get bad, you get good, you get lots of mana, they get no mana, all the vice versas, and if you get things that combine together in the timing that you need them for the sequence of which that everybody is having everything play out. But on top of that, deck construction and control also plays a major key. This might work. I've got a haste creature, and I've also... Except for they're going to go first, though, so... I'll play this, just so that way it pauses any of their future creatures. I'll gain a life. So what's this thing do every time you play a land? Whenever one or more permanent cards are into your graveyard, put my... remove them. Okay. I'll get these for Goblin. I'll stop. I won't attack. Oh, they have Menace, though. Well, as long as everything's working, I guess that means Fallout's still on for tonight. Well, fuck. So you guys call me a bully. You guys are the bullies. You guys are the bullies. Look at what happens. I make them, you go, wow, that's so incredible and so amazing. And look at what happens. Look at what happens to me. You guys are the bullies. You guys. Virgins to the game? That's not true, Jen. You told me all about how you play Magic cards and that you go to events and play Magic cards. And know all about Magic. You are not a virgin to the game. You are a bully. A bully! Bully. You're a bully, Jen. You're a born-again virgin? Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Okay, let's get that. Let's attack. Alright. I've got haste creatures, they've got slow creatures. They've got paced creatures. See, my creatures are fast, but their ones are with this are given slow, so they've got paced. And last strike. Come on. Come on! Alright, alright. This one. This one. This one. Take a damage. I'll do that. And then I'll create a creature and take another damage, and then I'm going to attack. And if you've not quit by this point, you probably should. Okay, I stand corrected. Well done. Well done, sir. Alright, I will do this. I'll pay a changeling, and you will take a damage. And I will still get my max speed. And then I will play this, and I will now, when I create tokens, I will say, fuck you can. Oh, yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, get rid of that one. Okay. And oh, look at that. He's got enchantment control. You're meant to be on Jen's side. Wow. Java's not on anybody's side. Java's like Treebeard. Side? I do not recall being on anyone's side. I will indiscriminately meme everyone. No, he's the bird that's on Treebeard's shoulder. Oh well, I lose.
An end to this conflict. My plan bears fruit.
I'll do this. I'll tap this to give myself another token. Play a land. Play an impact tremors, because then he's gonna want to have to target that, and then yeah, definitely target this guy.
An undisciplined.
I'm in trouble. This card was banned. Whenever you play a colorless spell, exile a thing.
One step in the stratagem.
Look at this goblin token. Well, it's white-red goblin token, life gain, damage. Draw cards. I was demoing it earlier against the bot, against sort of, you know, the straw man that the bot is, because the bot's using, like, ancient cards that are terrible, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's like with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, where there's effect monsters and not effect monsters. And generally, you want effect monsters. Alright, so he's got some creatures now. But I'm pretty sure... This guy was banned. When did they unban him? Because this thing is way too good. It's way too good. Every time you play a colorless spell, and like you start playing them for free and stuff like that, and then you're just exiling everything. That card, it doesn't even need to be a planeswalker. It just is a, like, or you don't even need to charge it up. It's always at its final level. Alright, I'll do this. Whenever I get a creature token, or whenever I get a thing, I'll do a damage. I'll get this. So now during my combat phase, I will create a token. I need to get rid of that. I need to destroy that. I need to do anything I can. That was probably even a bad move. I honestly just want to just quit, because the moment that gets played, you lose. Wait. Here we go. And then I get to create another token at very least, which does another damage. So that's my saving grace there. I'm fucked. I've got max speed though, so if I get like... Oh, you're gonna remove... Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. How many colorless spells does he have? He's just gonna start exiling everything now. Bang, 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 bang. With a bunch of one costs. Bang, 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 bang.
Master of this world.
Oh, and he gets to add 3 mana, and then now he gets to play some more colorless spells. Yeah, alright, good game. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. When you have, like, just, like, the cannon that's just exile, 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 exile for... As, like, a triggered ability or whatever it is. It's too much. It's too much. They banned it. They banned it. I think I can complain about this. They banned that card. It was banned. Why is it back now? Did they think it was not powerful enough to face, you know, well, these new cards are pretty good. These new ones are pretty good. People won't be able to stand a chance against these new cards. What about this banned card that's like incredibly broken? Bring it on, bitch. Is that how that went? Well, let's see. We'll have to wrap this up at some point, because we'll have to start the Fallout later. The BAM card. Yeah, BAM card. Alright, let's see if I can get this to work. Come on. Oh, he's mulliganing. He mulliganed twice. Is he just gonna quit? Are you just gonna... Okay. No, he's kept... Alright. Authority of consoles. Alright, I've got haste and you've got paste. Let's go. Go with the haste creature. Attack. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably gonna want to destroy Bristly Bill. That just seemed like a fair trade. Oh, Lawnmower Elves. Alright, now let's do this. Now I've got my haste. This guy's a goblin, so he also has haste. I mean, he didn't need it, but he's a goblin. Did you know? He's a goblin. And my white-red goblins. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Oh shit. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to happen all at once. All right, Caretaker's talent. I probably should have done the mana a different way. I'm gonna have to attack with everything. I'm gonna have to get all my damage in right now while I can. Because this is gonna become violent in a second. Oh. Alright, okay, good game. Nope, good game. Nope, I see you. I see what you're doing, good game. He's searching for a land that will search for a land, and when he attacks with that creature, he can sacrifice the thing to search for 2 more lands, and each one of those is gonna double that creature's power. Good game. You win. I can do math before you can play your cards. No, people aren't playing starter decks, generally. But, I mean, I'm also playing against, I don't know, random people at... I don't know. Okay, so now this is the life gain side of this, if I can get this to work. That, and we're gonna go with the Rabbit Cleric. I wish it was a goblin. It's gonna be dead, isn't it? Now it's a zombie. I'll go with Authority of Consuls, so I'll at least slow them down. Motherfucker. Okay. Well, there's some good things here. What do you want to pick? Probably want to pick the heavy. Oh, okay. That one. I'll get my attacks in. He's probably got some removal, though, that'll handle whatever I've got here. Draw 2 cards, discard a card, unless you attack. Okay. He's got 2 mana. He's got... Alright. I'll do a Caretaker's Talent. I probably should have controlled my mana there, so I could have made an extra token. Gets minus 9,999. Like, why don't you, like, make the card just say, you have to rip this card in half and, like, wipe it on your ass and, like, spit on it and, like, shit on it and, like, throw it into, like, a fucking pig pen. I'll do that. I'll attack. And And I'll play this, which will create a token, letting me draw 2 cards. Your go. Return target card to the battlefield. Alright, what's this do? Everything gets -2, -2. Damn. Damn. Well, I'm dead. See, I'm just about to pull ahead, and then I don't. It's almost as if I lose at this game and get my ass handed to me all the time, so fuck you. Alright. I will play another one. I will draw a card, because I've already given up on this match. Oh. Oh. I didn't think about how that makes a treasure token. And that, I just discovered something new. Okay. Nice. I probably should have, like, attacked with it and then sacked it and then... You know, as like with the all the just-in-cases of everything. So I've got 0 more turns, right? Game over? Whenever a creature an opponent controlled dies, that player loses 2 life. Well, I'm fucked then. Let's create 2 tokens. What? 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 See, there you go. How do you counter an army of tokens? Like that. Where you do universal drain or damage or thing like that's what I was saying before. A spell that would do 1 damage to all creatures would be devastating to a horde of millions of 1/1 creatures. Billions, infinite 1/1 creatures tremble in fear of a 2 or 3 costing red spell that does 1 damage to all creatures in play. This is terrible. I didn't even look at I probably should have looked at the hand more. I'm fucked already. Unless I draw planes, I'm fucked. Oh, that's kind of what I wanted, but not really. Alright, let's do this. Yay! Watch me just get killed now by a goblin token deck that does exactly what I'm doing, but it'll just do it better. Or it'll do all my cards, but it'll work off. It'll work out. Okay, red black. That's a version of this deck. I'm gonna have to go with everything I got here. Alright, so you guys come into play tapped, and I gain life when you play creatures. And whenever I play a creature, you take 2 damage. When it enters, you may blight one. If you do, create 2 black goblins. Okay. We're going to go with this. We're going to go with this rabbit. And so he's going to take 2 damage. And then I'm going to play Goblin Surprise, which will make him take 4 more damage, and I will gain 2 life. I know, I betrayed the goblins by adding rabbits into this deck. And what does this do now? Whenever a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh, okay, now he gets to do another one? Okay. And now he's going to gain 2 life and I'm going to lose 2 life because... Yeah. Then I'm also going to gain some life. Alright, so there's a little bit of a transaction there of life. I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna do a damage to this. I'm gonna... Alright. So I'm gonna lose some life here. I don't know how this is gonna work out for me if I don't get something good real fast. Well, fuck. Alright, well, good. Yeah, there we go. He's the red-black version of it with the new Lorwyn cards. Yeah, I was looking at it. I was looking at it. What's this now? Am I getting challenged by somebody? Well, let me lose first, and then... I need to know what's going to happen here. Okay, so I'm going to gain 2 life. I'm going to gain another 2 life. Okay. I'm going to gain a bunch of life. It's funny, it's like I'm fighting like the dark side of my deck. And like it's doing what's going on here? This is weird. This is uncomfortable. Okay, and then I'm gonna gain some more life. Well, fuck me. I'm kind of fucked here, right? Yes, Blight 1, and then you'll do damage to me. Those are 2 people now? Oh. I'll just take it, I'm dead. If I block, I'm dead. If I don't block, I'm dead. So, well, that's unfortunate that I kind of couldn't really get past that point. Alright, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? A best of 1 with this guy. Alright. We'll use this goblin deck that we're playing. We'll play this guy with goblins. There you go. Is he there? Let's see. Let's play this guy. Who is this? Who is this guy? And he gets to choose if he plays first or it's mulliganing. He chose a mulligan. I will stay. I like to live dangerously. Hello, Bam. Hello, Bam. Hello, John. Hello, John. Oh, nice. I see what he's done. Very nice. That is current and meta, and this does line up with everything that I know about Bam. Start with this. Now I might be actually in trouble here because this deck, my deck here, does not have a lot of like removal in it. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That's cool. So now, I do damage for playing creatures, and I gain life for playing creatures. I can also make creatures by attacking. When it enters, surveil 2. Okay. Good thing. You need to end step. If a creature died this turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. How do I want to go about this? Got 6 here. That's going to cost me 7. He's almost there. He's almost there. He's almost there. I could see him doing great things. I saw he's got some good cards in there. You were just proving to Potato? No, I mean, like, you know what? I'm working on something. So you're on the right track. Alright, Bam. I want you to be on the sleuth for some things, right? Do you have these? Do you have... You have a cute mole fit? Yeah, okay. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna start with the basics. Step 1. Get these. Okay? If you don't have these already, get these. They're a common card. Easy to get them. So, if you're playing... I know you like green, right? Get these. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to debate with you. Get these. Get them if you don't have them. I only have 2 of these just now. So I'm still working on getting some of these myself. These, the badger moles, the cute mole you talked about, combos with this really well. Because for each one of these that you have in play, this mana elf, like you tap him for mana just like one of your land. You have elves, moles, and hydras. Okay, you're on the right track. A new card that came out that I see a potential in this card is this. It's in the Lorwyn set. Mutable Explorer, okay? Hear me out. It's a 1/1 for 3. Wait, what? Why would you want that? It's a changeling, so it's every creature type in the game. So, if you have some kind of tribal going on, or you need some kind of amount of creature types, here you go. He's any creature type you want. And, also because of that, being a shapeshifter protects this creature from things like destroy target non-outlaw creature, destroy target non-mercenary creature, or whatever, something like that, something stupid like that, non-zombie creature. This guy's all creature types, so he's actually protected from all of those really cheap destroy black spells. Here's the best part. When he comes into play, he generates a land. You get a land token. So it's not pulling a land from your deck. It's just creating a land. And that land can become a creature. It can become a creature with all creature types. You could even earthbend it and then make it a creature and then have it become a creature that's all... Like, it would have no creature types if you earthbend it. But now you've got an additional land... and that's a potential creature. Does it trigger landfall? Yes. Yes, it does. Because it's a land entering into play. And the land doesn't come into play tapped. You don't get a land into play tapped. It's an untapped land. So if anything, it costs 3, but you get a colorless mana back. So it kind of costs 2, as long as you play it. It costs 2. In that, you know what I mean? If you have enough mana to play it, it costs, because you get 1 back. It's an investment. Are you sniffing it? Are you sniffing what I'm sniffing here? This card here is going to be really good. And because it's every creature type, and it makes a land that can become every creature type. I saw this on, I think it was on Mono Black Magic. It's like a YouTube channel. And what I saw there was a deck similar to this, leading up to you making slivers. I'm not even fucking with you. People are looking at the new Lorwyn set and going, slivers. And I'm talking about, like, people who are probably professional Magic players. Not me. I'm clearly amateur. But I'm amateur at best. Free real estate. So here's my idea of how this works, okay? So, you have the Lawnwar Elves, the Badger Mole Cubs, and the Mutable Explorers. You'd have 4 of these. You would also have some other changelings or something, I would imagine. Like, let's just look at all of the potential changelings that we have available to us here. And let's say we're just mono green, because mono green isn't bad. It's not bad. But we still would have access to this guy here. To any of these artifact ones that are older. This, though. That's why I ended up spending a couple of those commons. We would have access to this. So it's a mana battery. Well, not a mana battery, but it's a mana artifact for 3. Normal, right? But instead of it like being like it gives instead of it like giving +1/+1 or something like that, this one it counts as that creature type. It counts as all creature types. And it can become a creature. I've seen this card here be very, very effective. But elementals, I believe, is where I don't know. I don't know exactly where this one really best fits in. But here's a good part. So this is an artifact that adds mana, and for 4 mana it can become a creature. But let's say you have 4 of these badger moles out, and some mana guys or something, right? Some mana lands. I'm pretty sure you're supposed that this would probably combo best with a bunch of earthbending, right? If you were to have a lot of earthbend, like there's an enchantment. I saw somebody using it. It was really good, and it had something to do with earthbending. Sorry, what? Oh, Earthbend. Earthbend. Alright. It's an enchantment. I think, is it this one? When this enchantment enters, Earthbend 2. Then search your library for a basic land card and put it into the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains trample. So, this combined... So now Earthbender Ascension combined with Mutable Explorer. Now you're playing a bunch... Now, you know what I mean? Now you're playing a bunch of things really fast. Earthbend X, where X is the number of forests you control. That sounds like that's kinda awesome. Earthen Ally. This creature gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. Now, do you know, grammar's important, but don't you think that sometimes it gets a bit confusing? Because here's the thing. Ally is a creature type. But is allies a creature type? And are allies ally creatures? You know what I mean? Like, getting really lawyery about this? Are allies ally creatures? Are goblins... Right? It's like, it's in the name. So let's see. You know what? Let's see if we can reinvent the wheel here. Let's see what we got. So let's go green. Let's get these. Let's get the badger moles. Bristly Bill, yeah. And then... let's get the Earthbend things. Whenever another ally you control enters, Earthbend 1. When Toph enters Earthbend 2, Toph's power is equal to the number of 1/1 counters on lands you control. That sounds pretty good. That does sound pretty good. But we're going to add Earthbender Ascension. Oh, wait, what? Set this to standard. When this enters tapped unless... And then, oh yeah, then this land here, this land that has Earthbend, you're going to want that. When this creature dies, Earthbend 2. Whenever the boulder attacks Earthbend X, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. I'm going to put that in there. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have trample. No. Okay, and then get some more landfall things. Affinity for forests. Create a robot token. Create an elf token. Double the power of target. Whenever a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Let's put that in there, sure. And then what was the... There's the changeling guy as well. And then this guy... This thing for... because there's no reason not to. And, oh wait, and then... I probably... Let's see, just to make sure I'm just thinking of... Do I need any more landfall? Yes, I do. See, Bushwhack would be good, except it's not putting the land into play, right? There's not a lot of... For one, putting the land into play, though. Should be looking for sorceries and instants just to try to get this right. Land. Here we go. Let's really narrow this down. Put the land into your hand. Land into your hand. Say its name. Well, that's some weird combination with some very other specifically named card. So, search your library for a basic land and put it into play tapped. Create a lander token. No. I want to create lander tokens. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library, and you may put a creature and or a land from among them into your hand. Okay, I'll go with that. That's a bit of a gamble. Then I'll get that and map the frontier. Not that one. Not you. I want to get a cheaper one, right? I'll get a couple of bushwhacks. Alright. So we'll just to test this out. I'll just go up against... I'll go up against the straw man here. Just to see if I can at least get this to do what I'm imagining it would do. I wanted to see if it's at least playing out, because I think I just threw a bunch of cards together here. Okay, so a turn 1, Lawnmower Elves. That's pretty typical. Turn 2, Earthbender Ascension. So I get to Earthbend 2. So I get a 2/2 creature. I get to search for a land and put a land into play. So now I've got... There we go. Reveal the top 4 cards. And then I would want to take, put the rest into the graveyard. I'd want to take Badger Mole Cub then. And then I've got the land that Earth bends for me. Put it on there. Okay. Play the Badger Mole Cub. So we'll Earth Bend. I'll Earth Bend the land that Earth bends. And now I've got a lot of mana, so I can play this guy. And then when this guy attacks, I can Earth Bend. Okay, so when I play a land, that'll get a 1/1 counter, and then I get to put... okay. Not bad. And so I would put... and against Trample until end of turn. Okay, so then I would do... this to Earthbend another one of these creatures, I think. Because then the more of these that I have... Right, the... Okay, and so when this attacks, Earthbend X. Okay, so I'll attack Earthbend X, where X is the number of creatures that I control. With power, whatever. Target creature I control. Go. I spent some time in the Legion. Okay, so now landfall. Put it onto that. hold on. I want to make sure that I'm able to fly this plane in the future, so I probably want to make sure that this guy's not going to die. Okay, reveal the top 4 cards, put a creature and a land. Use a land. This one. Play the land. Triggers that. And then I'll put a 1/1 counter on this. I'll play the Mutable Explorer, which generates a land, which activates that, causing that. And then this gets 1/1 counter, so now he's bigger. Okay. I'm happy with this so far. Then, if I earthbend a land that's already already big. Okay. And then if I'll attack with that, and then then a creature gets, whenever the opponent attacks, earthbend X. Or X is the number of creatures you have that are, alright. And so we'll do it to this one. Alright, so that's kind of neat.
Whoa! That's going to leave a mark.
Let that all just get annihilated. Alright. So, play a land. It does +1/+1. And then I can give +1/+1 to... this. Earthbend 2. To give this... And then, wait, no. And then I can attack with that. And then I can earthbend. Where X is the number of creatures that are above 4. So, so it's gotta be one of these then. So I'll do it to the Mutavault. There we go. Because then it would be giving enough to just create another one by this point. And they all add so much, they all add an additional mana because of this.
What's that? Huh?
Earthbend. And then this thing. Wait. This land becomes a 2/2 creature. What happens if I do that? If I do his ability, he becomes a 2/2 creature. So then he gets bigger because it's normally a 0/0. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Earthbending. That's not entirely broken, right? I'm sure that whatever I'm building there, that could be refined down probably much more precisely and actually have a better end game in mind. I'm just kind of cobbling together what I've picked up from what I've seen and what I've played against. But the general idea is, of course, Law Noir Elves, that's step 1. You want to have Lawnmower Elves, because then you get more mana. You want Badger Mole Cubs, because then all of your mana wimps create more mana. This guy will add... He's almost his own kind of little mana wimp in a way. Kind of expensive. But you're getting another land out of it, and you're getting another trigger from your landfall. And then with this is like, imagine how, if you had 2 of these. I want to go against the bot, and I want to see if I can get multiple of those in play at a time, and just kind of get to see what that's like. So once again, this is just hypothetical. I'm punching a dummy here. Oh shit, I gotta go, don't I? Actually, no, we gotta go, because I've got a different engagement in like 12 minutes. I didn't pay attention to the time. And nobody told me. Nobody was like, hey, do you realize what time it is? Well, in 12 minutes, it's time for us to play Fallout. So, I'm out of here. So, we'll show up in the Fallout stream. I will schedule that right now, and I'll put a link into the chat. So that way we can get that all done. Alright, scheduling a stream. Fallout Friday. Episode 15. What are we calling it? What are we calling episode 15 this week? Episode 15. The quest for more money. We'll turn off monetization because they don't like the songs in the game. So no monetization. We'll set this for a 5:30 schedule. That would be 11:30 in Britbonk time. Just to make sure that everybody's properly engaged here. And we'll make sure we drop in a link into the chat so that way everyone can go there. And you know, I'm pretty sure I can do this pretty easily. So there, we got a link in the chat, and then let's do a little bit of magic here. Stream settings, edit, customization, trailer, redirect, Slathe plays Fallout 4, save. Now it should redirect. If you have autoplay, it'll just send you there. Which it's not going to play right away, because I'm going to have to turn this stream off and, you know, start up the next one. But, you know, just, it should work. So it probably will have something pop up at the top. But here we go. We're going to do that now. Okay then. Alrighty then. Well, thank you everybody. So we'll be back in Fallout.